Hello there. Some of you ask me, what do I take with me while I'm doing my wildlife adventures in the mountains? Well, this video is actually answering your questions. I'm Lorenzo, and I'm an enthusiast of wildlife photography and filmmaking. Before we start, let's say that I'm not going to do like a very deep reviews of every content here, so I will actually briefly show you what is in my backpack and what do I take with me. I will unpack actually my backpack with you, and if you're interested, you can let me know in the comments and I can make a more specific video about it. Let's start with the backpack. This backpack is 50 liters. I bought it for a good price. It was not very expensive. I think it was around 70 or 80 euro. And I bought it in a famous European retailer. It provides a good amount of pockets. I would like to have something more, but for such kind of trip is enough. I would say that if it happens that I have to sleep outside with a sleeping bag or maybe with a tent, definitely this is not enough. So let's start from what is outside of it. Here I have my tripod. It's a normal tripod. I bought it when I started in photography, and it's can be extended. It's actually a basic one. What I bought on top was the fluid head. This helps me when I'm filming in avoiding shakes of what I'm shooting, especially with the zoom lens. So I can unscrew here. Pretty basic. This fluid lens is not one of the most expensive. Again, I don't have very fancy equipment, and I have to say it's more than enough for what I'm doing. So maybe in the future I will try out some other product, but so far I'm pretty satisfied. The tripod is not super stable, and especially with the tail lens when I'm cropping as well. The camera shakes can be visible if I turn off the vibration reduction. So this is probably one of the drawbacks of this one. So if probably I want to invest some money in the future, probably be a more stable tripod here. Okay, and this is done. Again, together tripod and fluid head, probably no more than 150 bucks. But as I said, I'm satisfied so far. What else do we have here? Yes, a lot of friends ask me, what do you do with this rope? This is a multi-purpose rope. I take it to the mountains, but also in the forest. I can use it to build heights, for instance, where I hand the camouflage tarn, or I can use it in the mountains as well, probably in case of emergency. It's not enough to hold the person, but it could be used as a support. I once used it on a difficult terrain to actually drop my backpack where I couldn't actually carry it. You never know, so I always take it with me. This is very important, especially when it's cold, or especially when you are hiding and waiting. Part of this activity, of this hobby, is actually sitting and waiting for a long time. So this is definitely helping you very much. And I don't know what material it is, but it's quite cheap and isolates pretty well. Let's use it. Okay. What else we have outside here? Please don't let me remove them from the backpack because it takes ages. These are snowshoes. It's a famous French brand. I bought them especially when I go to the mountains in winter. There are trails that are impossible to do without these. This is very important. So if you go to the mountains and you expect to have high, fresh and deep snow, definitely these are helping you. Otherwise, as you could see in one of my previous video episodes, you can see that I was sinking up to my hip, and this is definitely something that helps. Of course, when it comes to search for wildlife, binoculars is very essential. I know that I have friends that they have even a thermo camera. It's very cool, but it's not essential actually. So definitely binoculars. This is something that helps you to spot the animals. At the beginning, I was using the camera itself as a binoculars, but I was wasting a lot of battery. My hands were very, very tired, and my arms, definitely. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, so not in good condition, but these are gloves. These are very thin gloves, but actually enough to keep my hands warm when it's -1, -2, and I can also operate the camera very easily. When it's getting too hot, I actually use this version. I can actually put them on top of this. So this is more thicker, also against the wind. So, and now the best part. Let's open the backpack and see what we have inside. Of course, this is a rain jacket, a very cheap and light one for emergency. Protects also from the wind a bit, and along with it there are also the pants. There's somewhere here. Yes, these are the pants as well. The same type. So here, rain clothes. These are important, even if it's a bit light rain, snow, because they keep the moisture out of you, and they protect also a bit from the wind. They are easy to wear and remove, so don't underestimate this. Okay, I have, of course, this is a feather jacket, very common one. I seldom use it when I'm outside, especially when I'm walking. But when I have to wait, for instance, I have to wear it because the temperature drops pretty fast. While you're walking, your body produces a lot of warmth, but as soon as you sit less than 5 minutes and you start shaking. I intentionally choose a dark color or actually black for winter because they absorb the solar radiation. They get warm immediately if there is sun, of course. Okay, what do we have? Okay, this is like a fleece jacket with a t-shirt inside. I can use it when I'm cold. Inside the t-shirt is a cotton t-shirt. I use it as a pajama, and simple. Another t-shirt, synthetic one. This is easy to dry, and of course one or two, well, more than one pair of socks for sure. These are the one from yesterday. These are made of wool, and I use them, for instance, when I'm in the cabin in the mountains, and they are very warm, but occasionally when needed I can always wear them on. Of course, another pair of underwear, but I'm not going to show you. This is very important. This scarf. It's very important, and at the beginning I bought it because it looked cool and the camouflage pattern and so on. And indeed, you can actually use it to camouflage yourself. But after doing survival training, I was actually taught what is one of the main use that you can do of this. And it's actually, you put it like this somehow, and then you cover yourself with another jacket or another fleece, and it creates more kind of chamber inside where the warmth stays, and actually it keeps you warmer. Of course, you can use also, I was told that you can use also in summer somehow. You put it around the head, and after you put it in the water, and never used it actually in this way. So I use mostly when I'm cold. I can put it also around the neck if it's necessary, but mostly also for camouflaging the tripod. I use it to cover the tripod and the camera. Okay, and now the best part that everybody was probably waiting for. The question probably is, Lorenzo, this looks like a normal backpack. Don't I need a special backpack for my camera gears? Yes and no. Why? First of all, you can use a normal backpack because are much cheaper, and you can protect your gears by putting them around your clothes, for instance, and it's not a big deal. Or you can do this. This is a camera case, and I researched a lot because I was frustrated. I didn't want to spend 500 euro for a backpack specific for the camera. There are different models outside. I wanted something with more than 50-60 liters, and they were way too expensive, 400, 500 euro. And I say, no, it's impossible. Then I heard about camera cases, and I saw a couple of brands that are selling camera cases for 100, 150 euro, or maybe 70 you can also find. This one is not one of the best, but it's actually, I paid it actually 38 euro, around $40. And it's actually doing the job, because as you can see, you can open it. Here you have a pocket where I put all the cables, the spray for cleaning the lens, the other accessories that occasionally I use it. And inside, as you can see, I can keep camera with a telelens 600 millimeters, another camera with 24 to 70 millimeters lens, some other bags, small tripod. Sorry, it's a mess. I've been filming all day today. Yeah, what is this? This is for this is for my watch. And I have here an additional microphone for the environmental sounds. I keep it here, and that's it. Basically, with this camera case, I was able to transform this backpack that is actually pretty cheap and convenient into a camera bag. And now, since I know that everybody probably, or most of you, are interested, what camera gears do I use? I'm not going to make a review of the products because I'm actually quite surprised that I'm even doing this video right now and so early. But this is a Nikon Z8, the camera body, and this is a Nikon 180 to 600 millimeters. and I'm satisfied with this configuration so far. I also have a Sigma 100 to 400 millimeters for the whole type of Nikon. It's actually nice. I took very nice pictures with that one, but most of the times, especially here in the mountains, I need full length. So this 600 millimeters fits most of my need. I also have another camera body, which normally I use for filming the landscape. This is the Nikon Z6 Mark II. I bought this camera when I started entering more into wildlife photography. At that time, probably was not the best choice because probably the autofocus is not so accurate as the other one. But I have to say this is actually a very, very good camera. I have very good memory of it. For in low light condition, it's just fantastic. And I don't know if I want to keep it. Most probably I will. And that's it. Actually, I actually have a shotgun microphone that I'm using right now, so I cannot show you. And occasionally, actually pretty often, I also use my smartphone to take some landscape shots as well, since it's not always possible to walk and with the camera and the sticks. So I will close this. To close up, I forgot actually to mention something else very important. When you go to the mountains, you want to go as equipped as possible because it's dangerous terrain. You can slide, everything can happen even if you pay attention. So let me remove this. What I use is these are spikes, a bit dirty. Yes, these are spikes. You find it in basically everywhere, and they normally cost between 30 euro up to 60 euro depending on the model, and they help you to have more grip, especially when there is snow or ice or even mud. And for winter I also use gaiters, or gaite in my language, in Italian. This is very useful because often it happens to sink into the snow because you cannot always wear the snow shoes. But sometimes the snow it's too deep and then you sink until here and you don't want actually your pants to get wet. So definitely this is the right solution if you don't want to get wet. And I assure you, arrive at the end of the day with wet pants here, it's actually painful. So again, there are plenty of models outside. I don't really want to name any brand here, and as I said, this is not an advertisement and nor a review. I just want to tell you more or less. I'm sure that you will find out there in the market everything that fits you best. Last things I wanted to say, probably it's the third time that I say last thing. This pullover, this is like cashmere, and it's I like it particularly, and I want to use it as much as possible. It's not probably, some of you may think that this is not probably super functional, better to have something synthetic, more technique. I love it. It's a present from my partner. She bought me last year, and I like also the concept around this product because it's handmade and it's produced here in Europe. And the fact that is handmade also makes the lead time when you purchase it a bit longer. It takes a bit longer than the normal garment to purchase. So I'm really happy. A bit pricey, but I know that I'm supporting, local economy, and I like these natural materials whenever it's possible, of course. Pants. These are not natural, of course. I use cotton in summer when I can, but This is just technical hiking winter trousers. I prefer them with a lot of pockets if possible. So that's it. I think I pretty much explain you. Of course, sticks, these are very important, especially here with this circle here, this crown here, I don't know the name in English, so that they have more grip when you're walking on the snow. Yes, the battery died 1 minute before the end of my video, and yeah, what can I say? But since it was a very spontaneous one, I decided to do the closing this way. I was talking about the importance of the hiking sticks, so let's close it up. They are very important, especially if you want to keep the balance, and especially if you have such a big weight on your shoulder. In my case, it's between 15 and 20 kilos normally, including water and food. So, to sum up, I hope that this I answered your question. If you have more, of course, you can let me know. And if you want more detailed videos and you want more about this, just let me know and I will do it. As I said, this was a very spontaneous one, the first one. For now, thank you for watching, and see you at the next adventures, which, by the way, I shot it in the place where I'm exactly recording this video. So soon there will be a new adventures, a new episode. So stay tuned. Bye.